Uh, and Falcon won against Jab 1000. So if I'm not mistaken, Jab 1000 played Yubaba, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I
Yes.
heard him from. And I think come to in.
So, in good news, our judge has responded. We'll be up very soon.
Right. And who Falcon played? I think I can quickly check. Let's see. Oh, he played. Oh yes, he played Nerissa, Queen Nerissa, 2 times, and he played Bean. So
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't even know that we had a bean match previously.
yes, we had. We had. I'm learning it right now too. But yeah, we did see Bean previously. I think Falcon. I think I read that they said they are not really, they are picking whichever they feel like. They are not really picking. So yeah,
Ah,
we could see interesting decks. I
cool.
I
There's some surprises.
yes. I
Nice.
assume from first 11 it would be Chickix though.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising.
But yes.
Uh, hey, RPM, thanks for joining us again. Well, join. He just wrote, "Hey fellas" in the chat.
um, but we did see yesterday that Chickix was far from being unbeatable. You know. So
Indeed, that
yeah, it is.
DDD
Yeah, yeah,
match,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was something.
I think
Uh,
maybe Falcon has learned from this match, and will try to pick a custom that is very good at fating early. Like I know DDD is. I think there are also that are quite good at fating early. I think, yeah. Maybe I
I
shouldn't give.
think
Maybe.
DDD is also very good at fating very consistently. At least in two of the last three games, I felt he was doing that a lot of the time, sending Kirby around and intentionally moving him away from the top fate action
Yeah, yeah,
by
yeah.
spreading a trail of cake on
Indeed,
the realm.
indeed. He was able to consistently fate while uh, making progress, which is, I think, a very good thing. Yeah. Okay, so
Indeed, especially
our judge
by
has
catching.
connected. Sorry.
Fantastic.
You can say whatever you
No,
wanted
no,
to
no,
say.
that was, I was just finishing out my thought. Yeah, our
Okay.
judge is there. We're
Hmm.
ready, or we're going to begin.
Okay, and they are with the in the voice chat with the players. So that is
Everything's prepared.
great. I'll switch for the matches screen. Let's see. Are they already going to reveal their pick? Hmm.
I'm curious, what will we see?
Hmm. Maybe Firsta is not going to pick Chikix, so who knows? Who knows? Oh! Bean and Otto! Oh!
That is not a
Oh!
combination I was anticipating.
Okay! Bean versus Otto! Okay! Oh, and I need to change this quickly, real quick. Um,
So instead of an automobile, is that a word in English? We see auto and the puns are not getting better.
you are you are right.
Oh, we see 2 Phalkions on the screen right now. Oh, because they switched sides.
Yes, I need to switch that real quick. Okay,
Indeed.
it should be good. You can start
This
whenever you
interesting.
want.
I am really
Yes.
happy to see this.
Okay, it should be done.
Oh yeah, we're still in the phase of setting up Fantastic Mr. Fox. The other 2 foxes have been deleted.
Yes, there is a special setup for Fantastic Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox. He's just called Mr. Fox.
But he is fantastic.
He's fantastic. And
according to the movie.
And we have Bean's theme playing on the background. It's always the best, the right theme being played. It's
wonderful.
Oh, we have. Oh.
Oh, I see. Some of Bean's cards fell below the table.
A sec. Okay, I'll fix that real quick.
And again, we have to reset hands thing going on. So I'll just reiterate for those of you who don't know these villains, which might not be a lot of people, but Bean has to defeat Mr. Fox, who hides in his fate deck. And one special thing about him is that when Bean gets fated, the card back, at least for heroes, determines what happens to him. Effects get played like regular. But the fact that there are 3 Mr. Foxes is so that Bean can't deduce which card back is going to be Mr. Fox, because they're different card backs. And Otto has to get the plant over to the bridge and start his turn with it under his control and directive a 113 in play, or 113.
Sorry, I was chatting in the.
That's fine. I was just re-explaining things that a lot of the viewers probably already knew.
Alright, this is... Okay, Otto starts. He starts by going to the docking bay, playing a security, very classic. And oh no! Oh, yeah. I think it is, yeah. it was automatic to play that way. It's alright. And he plays... First fate for Bean. I wonder if Bean has narcolepsy or not, because he is looking for one hero, right?
He is, although unlike Shere Khan, of course, Bean always gets something negative that happens to him when he gets fated. At the very least, whatever is on the back of that hero. And of course, very similar to Mowgli. For Shere Khan, Mr. Fox gets boosted by every fate card in the round.
Indeed. Okay, Bean's turn. He will be going to the tree on a hill. We are seeing Petit. I never know how to pronounce this guy.
Petey. I think it's Petey.
Yeah, Petey.
Petey.
Of course, right.
Well, I probably also pronounce it too German. Petey.
Petey. To choose an ally. To choose an ally or item from his deck. It's...
Bean's black magic, basically.
Yeah, it could...
Very good card to have early in the game.
Yeah, because he has very strong allies. And he has also very, very strong items, like he has stable tractors to...
Oh yes, a classic card to choose for PTE.
Of course. And we are seeing the first directive being played by Otto, scrupulous surveillance, to decrease... Oh, okay, cold is being played. Okay, there is no hero. When this card directive is in play, hero Otto is able to choose which hero is played if two heroes are revealed during a fate action. So this could have been very bad for Phalkion if Eve was revealed alongside another hero.
Indeed, but come and get it, Blinky. Well, discarded the directive immediately after.
Yes, indeed. A rat is played by Bin.
An excellent way for Bean to play heroes to his own realm in search for Mr. Fox, while ignoring their unpleasant card back ability.
Indeed. Okay, another underground hero is going to be played.
I think it's also, and this is the attempt to discard Rat with an underground ability, which of course does not work.
Yeah.
Because Rat keeps that from happening. But I think Rat is one of the ways Bean gets around, to some degree, the narcolepsy.
Yes, I think you're right.
Because he can play the Rats without applying the negative effect. And of course we'll try to stack them, so he doesn't cover too many.
He's playing as smart as a whip. Okay.
The top 3 underground heroes of Bean's Fate deck.
There's going to be a lot of heroes being played right there. Actually,
everyone did gain 5 power.
Yeah, it's
may move a hero to any location. Discard an ally from the location. Well, 2 that can move heroes. That's not doing terribly much. Bean uses hostage taking to flip over Field Mouse, which loses him 1 power. Agnes, which gains him 2 power.
Oh yes.
Mole.
He's going to reveal a bunch of heroes. Okay, reveal.
Which allows an opponent to switch Mole's location with the location of any other hero.
I didn't see how many power he paid while playing. Oh, Mr. Fox is... Oh, Mr. Fox is revealed. Okay.
This is a very early Mr. Fox.
Yes, indeed. Like turn 3, turn 3, I think. Yeah, Mr. Fox is already out.
This is quick.
But of course, it's going to be a little hard to defeat, of course. Right now, he has a strength of 10.
Indeed. First time at the right choice, of course, to not flip Agnes, because both of her flipping ability is positive. So Bean actually wants to keep flipping her over, well, compared to other heroes.
Indeed.
We see a rabbit beagle, which will move each other ally at its location to an adjacent one.
I see. Interesting.
So we have 4 strength of Mr. Fox's location, while Mr. Fox has currently 7, 8, 9, 10 strength. So Bean is still far from winning, but he has the tools to speed up his game. Oh, and we have Scrupulous Surveillance as Otto's directive back in play.
Indeed.
To reduce the strength for all heroes in his round by 2. And influence what cards get played during Fate.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Otto is going to look for his card to play Eve.
Indeed.
He needs her in a reel to attack the planet.
One interesting fact that comes up in the game with Venus, of course, that the cards such as hostage taking that allow opponents to do a lot of things can cause some, let's say, complexity that the timer usually has a hard time to reflect, because it's the opponent making a decision in your own turn.
Yeah.
So I expect that the judge will show some lenience there.
Oh, and there you see, scrupulous surveillance is used to choose vacuum instead of ants, because ants would have been an issue there.
Interesting. Otto is forced to move to the shopping district with vacuum, which, well,
is going to
means
fate
that
again.
He can fate again.
Indeed.
I'm not surprised with Mr. Fox already being out. I completely understand that Otto is getting a little scared. I'm not sure whether FirstStar or how familiar FirstStar is with Mr. Fox, but if I read correctly in the chat, they wrote something similar to, "I don't know what I'm doing." So if that's all at least halfway true, then I understand why they would go fating rather too much than too little.
Yeah, being pretty recent on the mod, even if it's a rather old custom. And
Indeed, that's true.
And he has some weird things going on with each hero having 3 different abilities and cards being played face down, etc. So yeah.
That is true. For people who have not seen Bean in action, he can certainly be a little intimidating. Although I will say that I personally think he is very elegantly done for the complexity this brings. What do we see now?
Yeah, he's fating. Was thinking
it's just another underground hero that has been added to the realm.
Yeah, each hero will increase Mr. Fox's strength by 1. So right now he has 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 strength, if I'm not mistaken. Which is quite a lot. Oh.
And PT is used to defeat Agnes, which allows Bean to play a card. And it's the Terrible Tractors.
Terrible Tractors. I love these card names. Oh.
Everybody loves alliterations.
Indeed.
Awesome alliterations. It's also really terrible. Tractors is wonderful. I wonder whether it's called that way in the book that the movie is based on.
I wonder. So Otto goes to the bridge only to discard. It shows to keep scrupulous surveillance, maybe because he wants to control his fate, rather than having because he could also have a cleaned procedure to have a discard at each location and search his deck a little faster.
Indeed. Maybe it's so he can stay in control over how much he can fate.
It is getting scary.
Where he can move.
On Bean's side, it is getting scary. There is 10 strength at Mr. Fox's location. It is
Mr.
at
Fox is at
13.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13
That is not far off by any means.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, the
This
explosives have been played.
This is very scary. If he has contact in hand, he can defeat every hero at explosives location.
Which of course will mean an instant victory in that case.
Indeed. that very early Mr. Fox has put a lot of pressure on Otto, I think. And he's still looking for...
Otto's fating again?
Yeah.
And I think he should see that effect card here, but still seems to be doing something. Ah, he's playing We Cannot Go Home to look at his own top 4 cards.
Unfortunately, Bandit
we have Bandit Hat,
is not
which
going
is not
to do
useful.
anything. I mean, they could discard an ally, especially the one with the terrible tractors attached to the gunman. I guess that would do the trick, while increasing
This
Mr.
does
Fox.
nothing.
Oh no, the rat!
Because it can't discard the rat.
Oh, the rat! Ooh, oh, the rat is such a good card there.
Indeed. I feel this might be... Oh, Bean is looking for contact.
He is looking for contact. Ooh. And if he discarded
Unless Otto fates again and can move Mr. Fox away, but he chooses not to. I am afraid this might be a very big mistake.
He still doesn't have Aerial Reconnaissance to play.
Otto has been...
This is scary.
Is that...
Okay, no.
It is the gunman.
She's gunman.
Which means that Bean now is at 2, 3...
Otto should have his card in.
6, 7...
Otto should definitely... Yeah, okay. He has Annual Reconnaissance.
He's at 12 versus Bean, Mr. Fox's 13 strength. Ooh, brings out Eve with Annual
Reconnaissance, which is going to be instantly defeated with only 2 securities thanks to the Scrupulous Surveillance directive.
Not too bad at all.
Indeed.
If this is a lucky fate that allows to move Mr. Fox.
And
it is.
This is very bad for
This
Bean.
is indeed. This is a massive swing in relative closeness to their objective.
Oh no.
And we see possibly the scariest man currently living to move Mr. Fox back to where he was.
Oh my.
Now, Otto moves the plant to the bridge, obviously, and can also fate during this turn.
If he has controlling in hand, he could very well try to fate, and during Bean's turn try to have the right directive in play. Does he have... He would need contact, right, to defeat Mr. Fox. He doesn't have enough strength.
Need.
Yeah. Oh, I think
choose a surface hero in Bean's realm and put them on top of his fate deck.
Yeah.
Could, of course, save Mr. Fox. It will discard the Tranquilizer and Barry, but this means that Bean will now have to play Fox himself.
The trigger for controlling is 2 or more items in the realm.
Bean easily fulfills.
Oh, the Scrupulous Surveillance is very good here. Oh no.
Indeed. It saves Otto from Wally at this point.
Oh my.
I would say what a cruel fate, but it's the opposite, actually.
Yes.
Well, it's a cruel fate from Bean's perspective.
And with Emo at
Otto
giving
does
-1.
not hesitate to keep fating.
Yeah, I think he's simply not going to play Mr. Fox.
Although, of course, because of Bean's unique rules, the other hero, which did not get played, stays back on top.
Indeed.
I will be honest, I lost track of whether that hero is Mr. Fox or the one on top of the Fate deck is.
I'm pretty sure he didn't play the first time. Didn't play the Mr. Foxes himself. It would be terrible.
And we see Directive A113, so Otto is at win condition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a win for. That's a win for Otto.
We must say that Otto got fated, well, 4 times maybe, and Bean got fated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 times.
Oh, this was so close.
Contact
he had contact in hand. Oh. Ooh, I think what happened, he had contact in hand, but he didn't use it on. Yeah, he had Mr. Fox on the location, but it was not a surface hero. It was underground. Well.
I wonder why he played Mr. Fox there, but well, I suppose it didn't really make a difference for him.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, so Otto is winning against Bean. Alright.
Yeah, this was a situation where the Directive saved Otto from a rather cruel fate in the form of Wally. And then later... And the most ironic combination with Wally on one hand and Hal on the other.
Indeed. Yeah, Hal is such a bad hero.
Indeed, he is. He's Otto's Toby in a way. Not the Radigan Toby, the Prince John Toby.
Of course.
All right. Whom will we see for the rematch?
Are we going to see?
After this selection, I won't dare to try to guess.
Oh my! Okay. I was really not expecting this custom to be picked. Swiper against
Queen Narissa.
Oh, they are both. They can both be very fast. So yeah, it is going to be very interesting. Okay. I'll update stream to show that FirstStar won the first game. Like so. Okay, so Swiper is going to start. Let's see. Going to the road.
So we did see quite a bit of fating on Otto's part in that game, whereas Bean did not fate nearly as much. Oh wait, I think actually Bean brought a lot of these heroes into his realm on his own.
Yeah, he played 3 from his own, but Otto still fated a lot.
Indeed.
Oh my! Oh my! Yes, stalking. Actually, it is very good idea to play stalking before even playing. Before even having. That sounds like Swiper, because if you found the rope, you can play an item, heroes.
Sorry. Indeed, but you can't at the same time, because you first choose the item and then discard the rest. which is interesting in comparison to cards like Scuttle that can attach the other revealed fate item, revealed fate card during a fate action. But Stalking cannot, because it does not first discard the other cards. I see. We see Morgan together with True Love's Kiss, but because there's no item to discard, and now there is, but there wasn't right now. We only saw Morgan.
Yeah, I feel like a little.
And Nathaniel with a sword is well equipped to handle that little girl.
Indeed.
That came out wrong.
All right, a glove is played.
Yeah.
Don't.
We see the first glove in this game. I must say, that is the second. Using Stalking that way is rather clever.
Yeah, I have to admit, I didn't even thought about using. I didn't even think about using this that way. This is
Well, that's why we keep saying that sometimes the designers of the custom oversee certain interactions or, well, learn them during the process.
yes,
Luckily, as custom designers, we have the luxury of always being able to revisit things and wouldn't be in a situation of like Ravensburger where we had to break into stores to change something later on.
Oh, is Pip going to take the sword? Okay. Okay, interesting. But they're both still.
They are very weak.
Yeah, so
it's easy for Nathaniel to defeat Pip and Morgan.
Yes, indeed.
And it seems like that's exactly what he's going to do. But we first see the crown played. So Narissa is not defeating Pip to then immediately play the sword, but instead she plays the crown, which is understandable as she wants to activate it possibly. And a fate against Swiper,
which she's a whiff, sadly.
Does nothing.
Yeah, he discarded a lot of heroes with his first Stalking. Maybe 3, even maybe 4 of them. So, okay, the Burst is played already without even swiped items. That is interesting. Discarding a bunch of cards. Yeah, he is looking for the... Oh, he played Escaped. Okay, interesting. And okay, Nathaniel is moving away from Morgan, so he's not going to discard it. But yeah, he doesn't need to share them 0 strength. I'm stupid. Never mind.
No, not at all. Not at all. But it's true, of course. Morgan can simply die from food poisoning.
Indeed. Empty promises. Yeah, to move Nathaniel and give him his first love. Right. We have our little counter here.
Ooh.
The old hag disguise to fetch out apple.
There are not all that many apples in Queen Narissa's deck.
I think there are.
The disguise.
Yeah, I think there are
3?
3 of them. Yeah, I think there are 3. Yeah.
So the disguise can be very valuable for making sure that heroes lose strength.
Yeah, and that sounds like Swiper is played. And actually, it is the best hero you can. Isa is by far the best hero you can play using That sounds like Swiper, because when you play her that way, you draw an additional card.
That is indeed very useful. I mean, it's not particularly extremely useful because you would draw a card at the end of your turn. But it's a nice bonus to have in comparison to getting something that might affect you in a negative way. It's going pretty well for Swiper, I'd say, although he has no items yet. And Narissa is ramping up that love.
Yeah, we saw yesterday that Narissa can crank up that love very, very fast.
Indeed. Although I'm a little surprised why Morgan is still sitting around in her realm.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe she
Does she
did.
maybe not want to move to the location to Andalasia?
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
maybe she didn't feel the need of going to Times Square yet. Using the map to move the hero to Dora's house is very good actually, because there are no bottom player card there.
Indeed.
So Swiper cannot play. You'll never find it now.
And we see the old hag disguise discarded.
Yeah, I think there are better cards to activate from Gunnarisa's deck. Ah, of course.
Another hiding spot to cover, or rather uncover, the top player card action.
Which is going to solve the issue, of course.
Indeed.
And back could be, he may play it or discard it. It is a very risky. Yeah, I think it is risky. It is too risky because Rope has been discarded, and Falcon could very well simply play the Rope and bring out Dora.
And Nathaniel is already at 6 love.
Yeah, he's going very fast.
Interestingly, compared to the previous game, this is very low on fate. We have seen, well, okay, we have seen 3 by Swiper. But compared to what Otto did last time, that's not much.
Yes, indeed. Are we going to see a you will never find it now from Swiper? Oh no, he was at the cave. My bad.
I see.
A second glove, alright. Oh,
and he discards You'll Never Find It Now.
Which allows Narissa to play Vindictive, sorry.
Indeed, yeah. And we see either Doubt to make Nathaniel lose 1 love, or Prince Edward.
Yeah, Prince Edward is straight up better. It is a hero with 5 strength.
Indeed.
And it is going to remove one love anyway.
Is there? Oh, did Narissa lose that love already?
Yes, he's removed it right away.
Ah, perfect. Remind me, do you recall what her other condition does? Or maybe somebody in the chat.
I could look it up very quickly.
Oh, I was just curious because if it was something that could possibly move Nathaniel, it could be something that would allow her to move him before.
It is.
Her turn. But
it is a protective condition. Like If you are getting fated, only one card is revealed.
Ah, I see. Ah, yes, spiteful. Now I recall.
Exactly.
And Swiper swipes his first item.
And
I
moves
will never find it now.
and moves the bush. Okay. One item out of 3 for Swiper and 8 love for Nathaniel. We've already the crown at Andalazia, so it is still looking very good for Queen Narissa.
It is. And Boot gets played to discard a hiding spot from his location. Boots. I think I just called him Boot. Because it's 2 boots.
Indeed. Yeah.
And Swiper fates again.
Oh,
will.
He defeats
He's
Boots.
discarding You're Too Late.
No, he played it to defeat Boot.
No, I don't pay enough attention.
That's right. Oh,
It's a very cheap effect to discard any hero.
Yes, that is true.
Spiteful.
It is true. It is his only way to discard a hero, to defeat her hero.
That's also true. So, what are we having here with this fate card?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Giving more strength to Prince Edward. Doesn't do that much, though.
Yeah, she's certainly one of the, let's say, less spectacular heroes in Queen Narissa's fate deck. And she is at 10.
Let's see if the fate is going to... Oh, Giselle is getting played, so she's going to be flipped into Queen Narissa the Dragon. Okay. Okay, what a change of pace. Right. So
Of course, that is also very dangerous, because now all she needs to do is to defeat Giselle.
Yeah, but she will have to... Given that Nathaniel is able to keep his sword until then, she'll have to move, either give a bunch of apple to Giselle, or give at least one and move Nathaniel all the way to Andalazia.
Although, of course, she has ways to do that, such as empty promises.
Oh, yes, you're right.
But it's not trivial. I mean, can be. It's yeah, I wonder what a swiper will be able to stop her or swipe items fast enough. Piercing Scream to perform an action covered by a hero.
Okay.
And she uses the crown to choose a card from her discard pile.
What is he going to choose? The old Act Disguise, but maybe? I didn't get to see.
No, it's empty promises.
Oh, okay. Okay, empty promises. Interesting.
This will, of course, mean, even though she has no power to play it right now.
And Swiper will keep on fating. Probably.
Nathaniel cannot gain love.
Okay, Singing Forest Friends could move Giselle away, which would uncover the activate and the fate.
Yes. I'm just concerned that this doesn't really matter now that Queen Narissa has empty promises in hand. She just needs the power to be able to play that card, and then move to Andalazia, play it, and defeat Giselle. Oh wait, she still needs a little more strength, of course, for Nathaniel. On the other hand, Swiper already has 2 swiped items now.
Oh, Sneaky is
He
played
plays
to move Swiper. Rope could be played to bring out a specific hero. Okay, Tico is being played to move Isa away. Again to that spot where he needs a hiding spot, otherwise he can't steal playing a card.
not a bad move on Phalkion's part at all, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And without like there is only 2 items on Queen Narissa's side, so Roguish cannot be played by Swiper.
We'll have to see what Swiper does now. I think he feels, and I think he justly feels, that he needs to fate.
Yes, indeed.
Even though Giselle still has more strength than Nathaniel, I at least would be very concerned now.
Oh, you can discard the sword.
She can discard the sword.
Okay.
He can discard the sword. I think that gives Swiper more room to breathe and try to find that last item, and he discards the mask.
Yeah, I think mask is a little too late here.
But he plays Stalking, unsurprisingly. Played Star, and of course he does not discard an item from his realm. No surprise there. The Queen simply picks up the sword with the crown.
Oh, he's getting -2. Oh, this is getting scary.
This is getting scary.
Oh, and he... Okay, yeah, of course, he's not going to move Isa. He's going to move Tick, using We Did It. All Queen Narissa needs to do now is replace Word, move Nathaniel to Giselle's location, and that would be enough to defeat her. With of course, vanquish action.
There would still be 2 turns. She would have to move to Central Park. I don't fully recall how much Empty Promises costs, but if it's 2 or less, she could move to Central Park, play the sword, and then move back to Andalasia, and play Empty Promises. Play Empty Promises. Or she could just move to Times Square and then move Nathaniel, and then move to Andalasia, play the sword, and defeat Giselle.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see what she'll do. She
it
goes with the option of moving Nathaniel first.
Yeah, I think. Oh, Star.
Of course, that's less power and fate.
Yeah, Star is painful right now. Is it going to... Yeah, it is discarding the map.
She chooses one of the swiped items. Unless Swiper does something very lucky or clever now, I think this might be the game for Narissa, depending on what the fate reveals now.
Yeah. He could maybe with 2 Roguish or something like this, because the sword is going to be the third item, but yeah, I don't think.
Even then, I don't think it will help, because Narissa will win during her next turn.
Yes, indeed.
Unless the fate keeps that from happening by moving Giselle, for instance.
We'll see. Oh, it's so Rope is played using Stalking to have Benny played.
Doubt does nothing, and Robert does nothing either.
Yeah.
I think this will be game.
It is going to be an unavoidable win from Narissa. Sword is played. Nerissa is defeated.
There we have it.
Yes.
Long live the queen.
Alright. GG, Queen Nerissa Phalkion. Who defeated Swiper?
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all indeed. That is going to be... Oops. This is going to lead to our third game.
Indeed. As
Okay.
both players won once.
Exactly.
We get to see them face off again.
Yes, indeed. Right now, we saw 4 different custom decks, and I say
Indeed.
custom decks we rarely saw this, and even some we never saw during tournament matches. So it has
Indeed.
been
It's been a colorful evening so far.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I've talked over you.
No, absolutely not.
But it's been great to see Otto, for instance. Red Poison Milkshake writes in the chat, so many fate cards target love. Almost feels like it's always better to force Nerissa to stay as the queen. Unless you absolutely have to, then switch to dragon. And I think that is true.
Yes.
Of course, it's also very similar to Radigan, of course. Because defeating Basil is not a terribly hard task in comparison to, well, to getting the robot queen
Oh my.
over there, keep her there. And we see, oh, it's time for a fox hunt.
Exactly. Oh yes, okay. Swiper against Bean. Okay. Okay, Mr. Fox has been set up. Who is going to start?
I think they redid it because the back was visible for a moment. Yes, we'll start.
And Swiper is going to start. Right, going to the road like the last game. Playing the first hiding spot. And the first glove.
This is a very thematic match, I must say.
Yes, indeed.
In Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's even about, if I recall correctly, the fox, Mr. Fox is a thief who keeps stealing things, which is what gets Bean to get so angry that he really wants to shoot, to kill that fox. So
Yes.
maybe Mr. Fox swiped a few too many apple juices.
Oh, indeed. Just talking, is rope going to be played? Okay, Boots, Isa, we did it. Dora, again being discarded. Oh, it is star, so yeah.
And it's a star, which is of course not useful to be played while stalking. But we see that FirstStar now repeats the same strategy of trying to use stalking to play rope and then play a hero that way.
Yes, which is very interesting.
Which is probably,
yeah.
I think this is something Swiper players in the future are going to copy, because it's just a very clever play.
I agree. After all, there are, if I remember correctly, 4 stalking his deck. I'll double check very quick.
That's not a bad chance to hit the rope at all.
Yeah, there are 5 stalking and only 2 that sounds like Swiper.
No. That means you can try to play Stalkings, and if all of them miss, that sounds like Swiper will still work for you.
Okay, so as smart as a whip is played by Bean.
Again. And of course, all the heroes are placed at different locations. This time he didn't start with PT and thus didn't bring out the rat yet.
Indeed.
At the same time, Swiper already has one of his 2 gloves.
And the second one is getting played. And the mask. Ooh. Yeah, the mask is a very good card.
It's the full thief equipment.
Exactly.
You'd only need a little bag with a dollar sign on it to do the complete setup. But of course he's a fox, he's not interested in riches.
No, he is interesting in nothing, in fact.
He's a bit like the Joker from The Dark Knight.
Yes, indeed.
Just swiping for the sake of swiping.
Exactly, yeah. Kylie...
You're not fighting now.
Okay, so Kylie is being flipped over.
May play the top hero of Bean's fate deck.
Okay, and he's not going to be played. Okay, yeah, Bean has played off stage taking, so
to reveal
a bunch of heroes. And this time Mr. Fox is not in one of them.
Kyle, who allows to play the top hero. Rabbit, who allows to move Rabbit to any location. Felicity Fox, who allows to move her to any location and flip over another hero there. And Field Mouse, who makes Bean lose 1 power. None of these have been particularly devastating for Bean.
Yeah, indeed. For Swiper, the Bush is played. And that sounds like Swiper is being played. Ah, the rope was the next one. Okay. Benny is going to be played.
Benny. Also not a terrible hero as a target for swiping. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's a good hero to have around. It doesn't do much, and he has a on-playability only. It's not like a risky hero like Boots or Dura.
Indeed. We see on Bean's side Bunce.
Yeah.
Who has a great ongoing ability that whenever Bean is at his location, he may perform one action that is covered by a hero. So it's his, in a way, just a lot stronger.
Indeed.
And of course, Mr. Fox's tail, which can be activated thanks to Bunce in his turn, allowed him to play another underground hero.
Okay, so he's not going to play Flashlight because it would discard his hiding spot. But is he going to... Yeah, he's going to play Map. And Benny is going to move away again to Dora's house. Where is Bean going to move?
But the king is writing in the chat that Bean got a lot of info by playing all these heroes, because that's one ally discarder, one hero, and 2 power user underground heroes. So possibly, if Bean has seen a certain number of them already, he would be able to deduce which of them has more than it should regularly have, and that one will then have to be Mr. Fox.
Which one is the extra copy? Very interesting, indeed. I think Rogue Wish is definitely going to be playable way easier to trigger against Bean. He already has a tail. He's surely going to have the... or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not the terrible tractors. And
I wouldn't be surprised if they showed up though.
Yeah, but maybe he can work around if he's bothered by the condition.
Indeed, Roguish needs 3 items, which is rather many for a condition.
Indeed. Bean has played Beagle. Okay. Stalking is played by Swiper again. Reshuffling his fate deck. To play Rope.
It's a rope. And he's forced to choose a hero if he uses it. And it's Tico, who of course allows him to move another hero. Or, well, Chico himself, if Swiper wanted to, but of course he's using that to move Benny.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a good
and
play.
Then they will never find it now.
Oh, it is a good play. It is a good play.
Has been very impressive.
Oh.
And there's the star.
The star, which is...
What will it discard? Will it discard the bush?
Oh!
It discards the bush in this case.
Is it going to discard bush?
Oh, it looked like it for a moment, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He is going to discard bush. Interesting. So, Falcon, he is looking for the long-term decision.
Indeed. Last time he made the opposite decision by discarding one of the swiped items in the last game against Swiper.
Maybe he feels a little more confident right now.
Or he decided to choose to go for the long.
Is he? Wait.
Apparently there's some second thoughts there.
Is he going to? Oh.
No pressure, this could be game deciding.
Very true. Okay, he's going to stick by his decision. Right. The rope is going to get swiped. Of course, we are the best. Dora could be played. It would be an issue.
Indeed.
In addition to swipe no swiping could also be played. I'm
not entirely sure whether removing the bush, that did happen, right? It wasn't undone.
No.
Okay. I'm not sure whether that is a sign of confidence on Bean's part, or rather the realization that playing short term won't do him any good, because he needs to play long term. He's not that close to his goal yet, I think.
That may be true.
Perhaps he is, and is just not willing to rely on the possibility that one of these heroes is Mr. Fox. It might just be him thinking that playing only short term might not save him. Oh.
What is this? Okay.
Well, I mean, the bush wasn't there in the first place, but this
Yeah.
will mean that Benny can try to pick up. Well, he likely won't pick up the rope. We'll see.
Maybe he has already a copy of You Will Never Find It Now to take it back immediately. Does he? Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Butter King is pointing out that we've seen 3 heroes to make Bean lose power.
Keeping the count, I see.
Indeed. Question is Phalkion also keeping the count? I would hope he is, but I know I haven't, but then again,
I have not
I'm
either.
also not that great at the game, actually. And Swiper swipes the rope.
Oh.
And we've seen 3 ally discarders too. And there's the star.
The star again. Which is going to remove the map, of course. On the long term, you really want to have the map on Dora. Which is, yeah.
Indeed.
The worst thing that can happen for Swiper. When he doesn't have the bush, at least. Oh, Sneaky is being played by Swiper. Is it? Yes, it is. Is he going to try and move back to the cave to immediately steal again? Of course he is. And that's 1 star swiped. He's at 2 swiped items out of 3, while Beaten didn't found yet Mr. Fox.
Indeed.
Oh, and using the mask, he was able to discard Swiper, no swiping. It's very good, yeah. It is pretty good.
At this point, it looks a bit as if we saw a repetition of the movie and the fox will get away.
Maybe.
That thieving fox.
Sneaky fox. Okay, he'll be...
A hero moving. Hero.
Okay, no, he's not. It's okay. Butter King found that. Oh, Dora. Oh yes. Oh. So Dora is out. It's not something Swiper would like to see, but we could also maybe see Bush being played again at some point. Oh, and
So Butter King is pointing out that we did see an ally discarder. So that would mean Mr. Fox has to be one of them.
Oh, interesting. There's 2 of them at the town right now.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Thanks for keeping track for us, Butter King.
Yes, he's very helpful. Oh, and Swiper is discarding his entire end. Oh no, he
my.
played Owman. So
Oh
it's
man.
oh man. So he still gets to perform a discard card action.
Oh man.
Perfect impression.
I must say I love the picture for Flashlight. How that owl sits there minding its own business, and then Dora comes and shines a light into its eyes. Why are you doing this to me, lady?
That is very true, yes. Oh my. So it chose not to play Flashlight. Because the even worse case scenario is Dora with the map and the flashlight.
Oh, and Bean plays the explosives at the location of the ally discarding heroes. To me, that sounds, well, of course, the other heroes are face up, so none of them is Mr. Fox.
Explosive is only going to defeat surface heroes, though. So
Indeed.
Yeah,
indeed.
you would have to reveal them first. Maybe using
I expect he's going to try to do that.
Yes. Using hostage taking, surely.
Indeed.
Stalking is played again, and he finds the backpack.
We have a lot of items in Swiper's round, but currently none of them is on his side of the board.
It is. Playing backpack is very risky. Does he want to do that?
Oh, and Swiper chooses a surface hero in Bean's Ram and puts him on top of his fate deck, or choose up to two.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to.
Back.
I think he's going to play tunnels, but did he deduce like Butter King did? Who could be Mr.
That
Fox?
it's an ally discarder.
Did he? It shows one ally discard. It shows. Okay, well. It shows one ally discarder and one.
Hero mover.
Hero mover.
And what? I'm afraid that means he did not.
What is happening? Wait.
He has to play the top two heroes of the fate deck in response. He removes two and plays two.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, apparently he did not pick up on it, which I can blame him. I can blame him for that.
Okay, yeah, of
course. As somebody who was not particularly familiar with Bean, apparently, it would be hard to make that deduction on the second game, especially as it didn't matter in the first one.
Of course. But is he going to take the... Because right now the two... So there is one...
Okay, Butter Kingley is writing, wait, I was wrong, that's 4 hero movers in the realm. Well, thanks for nothing, bud. I don't know. Oh, is Red Boy's Milkshake writing arg my retinas because of some flashy imagery? Maybe your screen is too bright. Like
is it?
RPMs.
I don't.
The
I
don't. Joke. It was about the joke.
Yes, indeed. The whole.
Dora, why?
Okay, the rope is being swiped. Of course, swiping an item from Dora directly is the well. Well, there is still swiper, no swiping. Which could be played. Oh, and the Perch is back.
Well, and it does happen when she is moved too. So.
Yes, of course.
Well, I won't help for the rope, which is at her own location. and it won't help if she moves to the bushes.
Which is, I think, why he's playing the bush at the cave and not at the rope location.
Indeed, indeed. As moving implies actually moving to a new location. On Bean's side, we see hostage taking yet again.
And it was indeed it was a hero mover. Mr. Fox is here. Okay.
Ooh, it's getting close for the fox. As
this time is not at either rat location or explosives location, at least.
that is true.
One interesting thing to notice on Swiper's side is the 2 stars are already in play. So the bush is not going away this time.
That is true. Tranquilizer coming out at the perfect moment to help Mr. Fox.
Oh yes, the +3 strength is definitely going to help. Unless, of course, he's using explosives.
Or, of course, the other card could be played to distract Beagle, which would increase Mr. Fox's strength by 1 and get rid of 1 ally worth 1. So it would be a swing of 2 instead of 3, but at least it would remain even if Mr. Fox is later shuffled back in. But we're going for the berry.
Oh, Benny, we hold everything right now, is going to be moved. Using we did it, apparently.
Poor Benny. He's got so much stuff to carry around.
Yeah, oh, I think the
And Dora just sits there waving at the camera. I'm just talking nonsense today.
it's alright.
She gets the map, so she can move to the end of Swiper's turn.
Yes, last turn they forgot to use backpacks.
Oh, indeed.
Backpacks ability. So Dora is moving away, which doesn't do much, but at least it makes the bottom fate location less attractive.
It doesn't really matter because of the hiding spot there. Oh, yes.
One risky thing, though, is that now that the tranquilizing berries is in play, Bean has 3 items in his realm.
That is true.
So Rogue Wish could be played.
Very good point. This could also be a very good reason for Swiper to play the tranquilizing berry over something else.
Indeed.
What a big brain move that would be.
Okay, so Bean is going to try and slowly move the explosives to Mr. Fox's location, apparently. Yeah, I think Backpack was sitting there for at least 2 turns, and it was never played. maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's easy to forget about map and Backpack's ability.
I wonder whether the arrow kind of implies that it. Oh, we see relentlessness.
Oh, play an ally or time for free.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Things are moving faster now. The Rapid Beagle makes all those allies move at once towards Mr. Fox.
Very interesting that Bean has exactly add these 2 conditions in end, because Swiper is really not a villain who defeat a lot.
Indeed, indeed.
Maybe that's first. I think that is the first time he defeats a hero, actually.
I think in the previous game, or maybe I think in the previous game he played his effect to defeat a hero.
Yes, indeed.
So Yeah, but we haven't. Swiper is not a frequent hero defeater.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I think they are wondering if by playing map using backpack they could instantly use map's ability.
A good question.
Is it
What
game? Does he have
would
contact?
be
Oh, he does not have contact. Ooh. This is getting very scary on Bean's side with the explosive in play.
indeed. Swiper
Is not.
plays, you'll never find it now.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
discards. Oh, I think I know what this is about. No, I thought I knew it, but apparently I don't. Unless he now immediately pulls out his condition.
Oh no, it is too late.
And there's Ronkish, but there's contact too.
Oh.
And this game goes to Bean.
And this is Bean's game. Alright.
The fox is dead.
The fox is dead. Yeah, he had Rogue Wish in end. It was close. It was very, very close.
Swiper took a chance with this last fire in the hole. Exactly. Wonderful. Mr. Fox goes out with a bang.
Oh my.
Wonderful. We have seen a variety of customs today, some of which we have not seen before.
Yes, indeed.
That was a pleasure.
Indeed, and very close games too.
And we saw some interesting new strategies that I was unaware of for Swiper.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
And a very cool condition play on Bean's side in that second to last turn. Good games.
Very good game. Yeah, indeed.
Very cool. So this means Phalkion decides the game for himself. I think it's me.
What? Sorry.
Well played.
Yes, indeed. Well played. Well played. So that means Phalkion is moving to the quarterfinal, and he will be facing either Agent P or Mighty Ruler, which is a match that still needs to take place. And I think we have time already for this match. It should be done on Friday.
Wonderful. Friday evening, similar time as today.
Yes.
Cool. That means, yay! That means we'll be hosting again.
Yes, indeed, I will be. I just can't find the message that we are read that. I think it was Friday.
It's of course bad news for all the people who wanted to see the next match without terrible jokes. Because I'll be there. And I'll be doing even more owl impersonations if the chance arises.
It's always.
Sorry, that sounds very.
It is always a pleasure to have you on the show. Of course. Of course. Oh no, it is going to be Wednesday. Wait. So tomorrow.
Cool. That's also wonderful.
Can't find them. Sorry, I have the judge asking me a question.
Red Noise Milkshake just writes, we'll have 2 games tomorrow. Baby Daisy Lover versus Geek, some numbers, and Ryan, some numbers versus Locke.
And that's game. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
What?
I think that was our judge jumping into the stream.
Yes, it was. That caught me off guard. Oh my.
That's all, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful. It's our table now. Ha ha.
Yes, exactly. So I was mistaken. I think it is going indeed to be Friday for the match with Agent P against Mighty Ruler. Tomorrow is indeed Baby Daisy Lover against Geek 13579.
Yeah.
Which is
Agent P, our I think only contestant from Japan who can't play during the week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, indeed.
It's really wonderful to see the spread of the community.
Yes, and I was a little worried because I know that Mighty Ruler would have trouble play during the weekend. So I was a little worried if this match could even take place. But I think Friday is a good in between the week and the weekend.
Yeah, it's a fair compromise, I'd say.
If it can work for all of them, it's perfect.
That's wonderful.
It is perfect.
Yeah, those were some. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I must say my personal favorite. There were many great things to see today, but I really enjoyed seeing Otto being played in a competitive match.
Yes, yeah. Of course,
And he actually won. It was not just an appearance; it was a victory.
Yes,
for
indeed.
Our soulless AI.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think he already appeared on stream, but it was on a fourth match against Bowser.
Exactly.
So seeing him on a tournament competitive match was very interesting. And he used a very interesting strategy too, sticking to scrupulous surveillance and fating a lot, rather than choosing a different directive. For instance, a cleaner procedure to mill free
and
stack.
Having Hell and Wally revealed with that.
Yes, I think it was.
That was.
Yes, it was.
That was wonderful.
Wonderful. I was just going to say I played quite a lot of Otto, and I've never seen that being played. So so yeah, it was something. It was something indeed.
Wonderful. Right.
Right.
Some people are actually still sticking around and listening to us. I don't know how many of those are you, I, and the rest of the organizers, but a grateful shout out to, and we are back at 5. Thank you very much for your confidence.
Oh my.
Yes. I mean, we don't have. Is there something we should announce? Or,
I don't think so. Today's match was the only match for today. So when I shut down the stream, it is going to be the end of day 5. The next match will be tomorrow only. So yeah.
All right. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we can do that whenever you're ready. I think it was a pleasure to be here today and to see these wonderful games.
Yes, indeed. A great variety again. We are basically just repeating ourselves at this point, but it was again a great variety of custom played. Which
Have I mentioned great games these were today? You're right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was refreshing because we casted a lot of Chickix yesterday, so it was refreshing to not see the green
Indeed.
card. Of course, the green card is a very fun deck, of course, but saying something new it was refreshing.
It was. I can't blame anybody for having a main character that they choose to keep playing.
Yes.
So it's also understandable that some players stuck to Chickix for most of their games. But something like today with a little mixture, even though they both played one of their characters twice, seeing Narissa versus Swiper, a Bean versus Auto, and then Bean versus Swiper, we had 3 different combinations each time.
Yes, indeed.
So
now that I think of it, I hope FirstStar11 didn't change his plan of picking Chickix just because I saw some people were talking recently that we are seeing too many Chickix. Please stop picking Chickix. I saw some of this some messages like this. So yeah, but because he had Chickix as his player icon, so I hope he didn't change his mind because of this. But
maybe he was worried that if he'd picked Chickix, he'd just be fated incredibly lot and felt it was no fun. But it's of course moot to speculate what might be the reasoning for not going with Chickix. Maybe just felt that was more fun. And of course, everybody picked an avatar, but that doesn't necessarily have to mean Chickix.
no, yes,
I know
you're
that
right.
if
you're
I would be playing for fun, not to win, I might be moved away from a character that has been done too often. So it also depends on how, let's say, how important winning seemed to the contestant.
Yes, indeed, you're right. You are right. Well, I think it's going to be time to say goodbye for today.
Is. We're at 3 viewers, and I don't know how many of those are green eye.
Okay, then I'm going.
Everybody watching still is wonderful. Thank you very much for sticking.
I'm going to
with us.
I'm going to close.
I'm
going to close.
All right.
I'm going to close the stream in that case.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye and thank you for watching.